saw the ambulance screaming down Main Street. I didn't give it a thought. It was my Uncle Eugene. He died on October the 2nd, 1981. My Uncle Wilbert, they all called him Skinner, to say that for his younger ways. He'd get drunk every morning and show me the rolls of 50s and 100s that he kept in the glove box of his old grey Impala. And we're all gonna be here forever. Mama, don't you make such a stir. Put down that camera and come on and join up the last of the family reserve. My second cousin, his name was Calloway. He died when he barely turned 2. And it was peanut butter and jelly that did it. The help, she didn't know what to do. She just stood there and she watched him turn blue. And we're all gonna be here forever. Mama, don't you make such a stir. Put down that camera and come on and join up the last of the family reserve. My friend Brian Temple, he thought he couldn't make it, so from the 3rd story he jumped. And he missed the swimming pool only by inches, and everyone said he was drunk. Great Uncle Julius and old Auntie Muller, Mary and Granddaddy Paul. There was Hannah and Emma and Alvin and Alec, and he owned his own funeral hall. There's more I remember, more I could mention than words I could write in a song. But I feel them listening, and I see them laughing, and I hear them singing along. And we're all gonna be here forever. Mama, don't you make such a stir. Put down that camera and come on and join up the last of the family reserve. We're all gonna be here forever. Mama, don't you make such a stir. Put down that camera and come on and join up the last of the family reserve. Hello, Towersey. How you doing? I wish we were there. It would be good. So I've been at home. I've been missing you all, and I made a record. I made a solo record called Home Recordings, which is going to come out in November. I made it with Andy Bell and with Tom Wright in engineering from the room next door. And that's on it. That's a song from the great Lyle Lovett, Family Reserve. And Towersey, when I think about Towersey, it's family that I think about. And if I think about family, I think about my father-in-law, the wonderful and much missed Roy Bailey. And this is a song that I used to accompany Roy on, and then after he passed, it was just such an obvious song for me to do. Written by Rob Johnson. This song just gets more and more true all the time. Scary thought. Incrementally more true. Missiles and tanks, there's always the money for generals and banks. There's always the money for new ways to kill, but a limited budget for you if you're ill. Or there's always enough for a war, but there's never enough for the poor. Money for tunnels and roads, for opera and ballet. But what about homes for MPs, expenses and fat subsidies? So there's never enough for nurseries, and the well-off they always take more. So there's never enough for the poor. Always the money for tests they can pass or fail you for not being white and middle class. There's always the goodies for those with most greed, so there's never enough for those in most need. There's a pay rise if you're on the board, but there's never enough for the poor. Consider how little the life that we know. We bring nothing, take nothing, pass through and go. We are all of us poor when it comes to the night, in need of the darkness, in need of the light. If we learn to want less and love more, there'd be enough for the poor. If we learn to want less and love more, there'd be enough for the poor. For there's more than enough for us all. Thank you. Quick guitar swap here. And there we go. Down with that one. Up with this one. Quick bit of level adjustment. That should do it. This is another song that I learned initially, there we are, in order to accompany Roy. This was written by the very great Leon Rosselson. If the sons of company directors and judges' private daughters had to go to school in a slum school, dumped by some joker in a damp back alley, had to herd into classrooms cramped with worry, with a view over slag heaps and stagnant pools, had to file through corridors grey with age and play in a crackpot concrete cave. Buttons would be pressed, rules would be broken, strings would be pulled, a magic word spoken, invisible fingers would mold palaces of gold. If prime ministers and advertising executives, royal personages and bank managers' wives had to live out their lives in dank rooms, blinded by smoke and the foul air of sewers, the rot on the wall and rats in the cellars, in rows of dumb houses like mouldering tombs, had to bring up their children and watch them grow in a wasteland of dead streets where nothing would grow. Buttons would be pressed, rules would be broken, strings would be pulled, and magic words spoken, invisible fingers would mold palaces of gold. Now I'm not suggesting any sort of a plot, everyone knows there's not, but you unborn millions might like to be warned if you don't want to be buried alive by slag heaps, pitfalls and damp walls and rat traps and dead streets, then arranged to be democratically born, the son of a company director or a judge's fine and private daughter. And buttons will be pressed, rules will be broken, strings will be pulled, and magic words spoken, invisible fingers will mold palaces of gold. There you go, palaces of gold. Here's a little rock and roll. We always manage to squeeze in a little bit of rock and roll at Towersey. I said earlier I was missing you. I I was washing the dishes the other day. I like washing the dishes. But I thought about doing a gig. Suddenly it popped into my head. And it just made me cry. I just thought, the idea of playing to human beings again. Well, now, since my baby left me, I found a new place to dwell. It's down the end of Lonely Street at Heartbreak Hotel. You made me so lonely, baby. I get so lonely, baby. I get so lonely I could die. The way you know it's always crowded, but you still can find some room where a broken-hearted lover can just cry away the gloom. You made me so lonely, baby. I get so lonely, baby. I get so lonely I could die. The bellhop's tears keep flowing. The desk clerk's dressed in black. They've been so long on Lonely Street, they ain't never looking back. You made me so lonely, baby. I get so lonely, baby. I get so lonely I could die. So now if your baby leaves you and you got a tale to tell, you just take a little walk down Lonely Street to Heartbreak Hotel. You made me so lonely, baby. I get so lonely, baby. I get so lonely I could die. Get so lonely, baby. I get so lonely I could die. There you go. Swap back. I'm going to sing you one of my songs next. And this is a song that it makes me really happy and it makes me sad at the same time. In much the same way that its subject matter fills me with joy and then departs, as it were. Just have a little bit of tweak the tuning here. April sun on Slapton Lea, between the lagoon and the haunted sea. I was thinking of war and cruelty, when spring's first swallow split the sky, and I was lifted above all care as the swallow swung through the salted air, come from savannah and desert and sea to mark another year for me. Sailor's tattoo like a prayer on my arm to bring me home and safe from harm. Though rocks may melt and seas may burn, dark, swift and bright swallow shall always return. Bright swallow, sweet spirit of stockyard and barn, you lighten our days with all of your charms. Bring hope to the sailor upon the wide sea and mark another year for me. Late to come and first to leave, come they do and leave they must. Hot August nights their absence grieve, and how we miss their impudent glee. This devil's bitch, this mystery, this sprite that sleeps upon the breeze, flies and feeds behind the storm. Sun on Slapton Lea, between the lagoon and the haunted sea. I was thinking of war and cruelty, when spring's first swallow split the sky, and I was lifted above all care as the swallow swung through the salted air, come from savannah and desert and sea to mark another year for me. And for you, my love, and eternity. Dark, swift and bright swallow. So the swallows are still here and will be for quite a time. Swifts are gone. Bless them. They'll be back. And so will we. Towersey next year. I'm going to finish off with a song that I've known this since 1972, I think. It was written by a man called John Prine, who put his first record out then in the early 70s, and that first record is astonishing. It's so great. Such a wonderful record. There isn't a bad song on it. There are horrifically sad songs and very funny songs and horrifically sad funny songs. So we lost John Prine at the end of April. And it made me want to sing this. This is on a new record. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being there, and see you in the field. I'm an old woman named after my mother. My old man is another child that's grown old. Now I've forgotten that line, so I'll have to do it again. I am an old woman named after my mother. My old man is another child that's grown old. Dreams were lightning, thunder were desire. This old house would have burned down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster for old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, I had me a cowboy. You weren't much to look at, just a free rambling man. But that was a long time, and no matter how I tried, the years just roll by like a broken down. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster for old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to There's flies in the kitchen, can hear them, they're buzzing. And I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening and have nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster for old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster for old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. Thank you.